Ojasope. Good morning, and it's good to have you.
Good morning, Lulu. Good morning, Nigerians all over the world. It's always a pleasure.
It's good to have you. It's good to have you once again. But let's get into what we have in the papers. Quite a number of stories we might have to touch on this morning. But we'll start with this one because you have it on the front page of almost all the papers, or all the papers from The Guardian. The headline is Naira for crude, Tinubu seeks stakeholders' understanding as fuel price rises. From the Nigerian Tribune, Dangote blames petrol queues on marketers. Of course, quite a lot tied to that particular story. Also the same from The Nation. On the front page of the Vanguard, the perspective is petrol price up third time in 60 days as crude price drops. What do you make of the situation in terms of Dangote, nnpc and marketers saying that he has enough fuel, but they are not coming to leak from him? Besides this, of course, he's also saying, there's also the price of fuel going up at this point in time. In Lagos, it's 1,025 naira. In Abuja, it's 1,060 naira.
Well, let me start with we have to continue to stand on his mandate, Abi.
Who are you referring to? Dangote?
Dangote doesn't have any mandate. He's the one that has mandate,
Who's that?
Asiwaju now.
Okay, go ahead.
We have to continue to stand on his mandate. They ask us to be patient. They ask us to be, to bear with them. They keep giving us excuses and things are not improving. Things are getting more expensive. Just this morning, somebody was telling me how 2,000 naira is not enough to even take a meal outside again. Things are getting more expensive. Energy consumption too has gone up. Gas, cooking gas, is now over 15,000 naira for a cylinder of 12.5 kg. So things everywhere you turn to, things are going up, and that is not at the same rate. That's not the same rate that our income, our salaries or allowances or whatever. That's not at the same rate at which they are increasing. So Nigerians are going through a lot presently, but I'm beginning to think that there is no way out, because it has not stopped. From day one of this administration till now, things have just continued to go up 3 times in 60 days.
Is there rationale behind this? Is there a way to actually... What's your perspective on why this is so? The situation is this way.
Lulu, I won't deceive you.
Because the price of crude has dropped.
I don't have explanation for it. Because if the price of crude were to be going up, say the exchange rate, because crude has gone up, the price of crude has gone up, has gone down. So what is responsible for increase in the cost of petrol again at this point? But I think Nigerians, we have accepted it as our fate. So let's just continue to follow.
You have some CSOs suggesting that Nigeria should revolt against the price hike. Would that be the way to go? Or is it the formula that you just suggested? Which would mean that we should just accept things as they are?
No, I was just being sarcastic in saying formula, because Nigerians are passive when it comes to things like that. The average Nigerian will just say, God bless my family. The most important thing is that we have money to buy it. And they will just continue like that, forgetting that the larger percentage of us cannot even afford to sustain at this critical moment. So the revolting, Nigerians always want somebody to motivate them, to incite them and lead such revolting. So what is the agenda for the revolting? Who are the champions for the revolting? Because in Nigeria, there has never been a case where such revolting has been spontaneous. We always wait for somebody to give a deadline, to give a leading. That's if they even follow the person. The other day, somebody was telling me that protest. I was just like, what kind of mentality is this? He said that this person that has eaten and is well fed that will be thinking of protest. See the other way around. So Nigerians are peculiar people, and sincerely I don't even know what we can call all this. Just yesterday, the energy unit I used to buy 3,000 worth of energy. Will give me like 86 units. Yesterday, it gave me just 13 units.
Maybe you're now on Band-Aid.
I was like, what gap? You understand? What gap? What difference? It's too much.
But there's regular power supply in your end, at your end, I would like to believe.
Yeah, fairly, but
okay.
What has changed now that is now putting me on that kind of ridiculous rating? Is it band A or band B? I don't know which band, but the important thing is that at the same rate? Because eventually the energy consumption will drop. There is no way the distribution company can meet up, because the consumption everywhere will drop. People will think of alternative.
But let's move back to the point we were talking about, which has to do with the hike in the price of petrol. There's also the Dangote himself talking about NNPCL and marketers, asking them not to import petrol because he has more than enough to meet the needs of Nigeria. He's actually saying what they have on ground stored can last Nigeria for 12 days. You will wonder, how come they are not going to him? How come they still insist, or they are going to import petrol into the country rather than buy from him? What exactly is going on?
Well, on a joking level, I noticed that since this Dangote refinery started, the gray hair on Dangote's head has increased greatly, and he talks more lately, unlike when he had other shades of businesses. And people will go to where they think it will profit them. And some of the importers, they have not expended their reservoir.
But they're accused. They're accused in Nigeria for fuel.
No, we are talking about the marketers now.
Yes.
Loading from Dangote. No matter what, they will go to where they will be able to maximize their profits. That's what I'm saying. And some of the importers, they have not even expended their reservoir.
Okay.
In their farm tanks, they still have, just like Dangote is saying that they still have 500 million liters. Some importers too still have. So as long as those ones have, and the marketers consider them cheaper, that they will be able to maximize their profit by picking up their product from there, they will still prefer that to Dangote. You know, Dangote's price for now is the hand of Esau, is the voice of Esau, the hand of Jacob.
Really?
Yes.
If you consider the news report, for instance, from, I believe it was yesterday, there were indications that Ghana is looking to actually start getting fuel from Dangote refinery. If it was that terrible, won't you think that they would rather have imported from these same sources that marketers are going for, or NNPCL is going for, rather than from a Nigerian company, as it were?
Now, you must understand something, that on a good day, normal reasoning, Dangote fuel supposed to be cheaper than imported one. That's why I said the voice of Jacob, the hand of Esau. Because I believe very strongly that it is still NNPC that is dictating price to Dangote refinery. They are not only not making it public, because there is no rationale behind what we produce locally to be more expensive than what is being imported. The same product. Because now we are having our products, the crude is from Nigeria, the refining is from Nigeria. At least the cost of hiring vessels and logistics, if you remove it, it should reflect in the retail price. But on the contrary, that's why I said in Nigeria, the more you look, the less you see.
We'll probably should open the phone lines